What's up, everybody? This is Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit arts and creative lifestyle. I'm going to say that again slow for you. Arts and creative lifestyle organization. Yes. We're going to show you how to live a progressive, positive, healthy, creative life. Whether you're an artist or not, you don't have to be an artist. If you appreciate the arts, you're in the right place. If you appreciate thinking outside the box, you're in the right place. If you grown, you're in the right place. If you raising somebody to be grown, you're in the right place. If you're honest and you're realistic, and even when you're a little off and trying to figure it out, you seek the truth, you're in the right place. Give yourselves a hand, give yourselves a hand. Now, before you hit that subscribe button, I'm not even gonna do what most of them say. Go and hit that subscribe button and like. I say it now. I will say it. I'm gonna say it most of the time. But this particular video, I'm gonna start by saying, before you hit that subscribe button, I'm gonna give y'all a reason for the season. I'm gonna give y'all a reason. Like, y'all are the reason. My subscribers, my monetization nation, they the reason for the season. So I'm gonna give all y'all who trying to figure out, do I want to subscribe to this dude? I kind of like what he be talking about. I love when he goes and travels. I love when he does the reviews of comic books and games and shows cool toys in stores and does what they call the flip throughs when he shows the cool toys, or when he does it from his personal collection, shows you all these beautiful art books. And you know, back to the travel, like I said, he's out to show you the world. He ain't gonna just go and brag that he went. He gonna show you the process. You know what I'm saying? He gonna show you the hiccups. He ain't gonna just show you the glory. He gonna show you most of the glory, because everything else, you know, that shit can be depressing. We want to entertain you first. We're gonna edutain you. So yeah, we're gonna show you how to do it, and we're gonna be real about it. We ain't over here flossing and acting like it's always a gravy day. We represent the blue collar folk doing the side jobs to the real job, trying to get it how we live it for real. Not the game with it, not just a bunch of slang with it. We're gonna show you what we mean when we say what we say, right? So I wanna make that real clear, because here's what happened. This is what made me wanna go live again. I was live earlier today, and typically I don't go live but maybe 2 times a day. Like one like this, and then when I do my gaming content in the evening, I typically will go live so I can do Busting Pixels, which is our gaming content. And I'll do a playthrough or a continuous playthrough of a game I love. The number one game this year been Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. If you ain't seen it, check out the playlist for Busting Pixels right here at ONYXCON. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you like gaming, if you like that game, if you're curious of what that game is, you know, if you're a gamer and if you like me, you may have overlooked it a few times. I didn't even start playing it till, man, much later. I just said, wait a minute, I think I need to jump on this. This looks pretty cool. What's up? Matt Ball in the building. What's happening? All right. So, just speaking to those who speak, I appreciate you being decent about it. And also, before I forget, let me go on and get my stuff right, because I don't be allowing any old everybody to be saying something up in here. They got to earn the right to speak to the king. We don't play that BS. We don't do that. We don't do that, because it'll be a couple of decent folk, and then the trolls will come in, and then it'll get real ugly, and I want to start, you know, issuing some contracts and things, you know, but I don't want to live that life. I want to live the righteous life. Okay? So anyway, we're going to keep living the righteous life. So here it is. I was looking at this dude's content. He is a YouTuber like myself. He's definitely got a following. Big up to him for that. I would mention name, but I got some criticisms, and I don't even want to. I ain't got no problem putting a name on it. It ain't about that. It's just the archetype of him is common. So, and I want to say, it's not like it was all bad. He had some really cool stuff to say. That's what got my attention. You know, I went looking for a specific topic. I found it. He was speaking on it. And I wanted to see what other people are saying about this topic, because I was addressing it. So I had an earlier live, right? And I was talking about older men dating younger women. And, you know, what should be the limits? And beyond the obvious, you know, we ain't promoting no kind of underage nonsense, illegal nonsense. We ain't with none of that. And within the range of, hey, it's still legal. It's she's grown, I'm grown, older, she's much younger, you know. And I even talked about it from a reverse perspective when women date, you know, younger guys. And I even made the point that as dudes, we don't care. Like, You know, women get upset about it. We don't care. I made the joke, said, hell, a 60-year-old lady that looks really great for her age. Keyword on the looks, because we don't look at that. We gonna talk about that as men most of the time. Okay, is dating a young dude who's not even half her age. Let's say he's 25 and he's looked up and got him a grown 60 something that's really off the chain. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily on no she taking care of him type stuff either, because she got the money and he ain't. Now I'm talking about, let's say he got a little bag, whatever. It wouldn't even matter. It would none of the financial situation, none of it would matter. The average dude would be like, more power to him. Like, you know, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? It would not be a big deal to the average, right? But for a lot of women, in reverse, that's, I mean, and even in that situation, a lot of women would be like, some would think it's ridiculous, and others would be like, okay, girl, got you a little young thing. They think it was cool, just like the dudes would be. It would be almost an equal. The dudes might think it's cool, the women might think it's cool. But when you reverse that, oh, hell cut loose. Oh, hell cut loose, right? So I was curious what other YouTubers are saying on the topic. So I looked up the topic, and it instantly took me to this guy's channel. I will say this. He promotes the archetype of the alpha male, you know, and that's a whole conversation in and of itself. You know, what makes a man an alpha man? I laugh with people using these terms nowadays so aggressively. They just constantly saying this stuff, and I was like, do y'all really have a true solid definition of this, or is it just how you feeling that day? Oh gosh, hold tight, y'all. I'll be right back in a second, because I'm just a real man who got to do what he got to do, and then we're gonna talk for real, because this is my last drop for the day. Hold up. All right, y'all. Hey man, I really appreciate a few of y'all waiting around. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. But all right, I appreciate y'all. I'm back. So let's get it. Let's talk about it. So what I was saying was, basically, dude, I went to this channel. This guy's talking about being an alpha male and all that. That's part of his archetype, his persona online or wherever you, right? And he's just dealing with relationships, dealing with men, especially black men, taking charge of their masculinity and dating who they want, when they want, how they want, whatever. That's his perspective. I was like, okay, I dig it. And I'm waiting on him to say something that I'm not feeling in this particular topic when he's talking about dating younger women. But most everything he said, I was with. I was like, okay, all right. Like, it sounded like somebody I might meet, and we'd have a good, fun, laughing conversation, and drop some real knowledge in the midst of it. Because I was like, I feel what this brother's saying. For the most part, everything was on point. For example, he was saying, you know, and mind you, this is his thing. He always talking about what's alpha and what's beta and all this stuff. So he would, from his perspective, he was saying he feels it's beta male activity when guys don't really want to build with a woman, don't really want to have any, don't understand soul ties, don't understand that sex creates soul ties, and that, you know, if you're gonna lay down and make decisions to be with somebody in that regard, just be ready for everything that comes with it, because emotionally and otherwise, it's gonna be some soul ties. He was getting at that. I said, okay, check mark, real stuff. Then he was like, you know, the other thing that will happen if you're dealing with a young one, it's gonna be even deeper, because she hasn't experienced so many things that you may have, being the older part of the equation. So you gotta be responsible with that, you know, mentally and physically, and on and on. And he was breaking down a lot of that. He was saying stuff like, you know, if they need guidance, you give them guidance, and they see every time they do what you ask them to consider, hands out, versus I want to do it my way, because they're young and they fiery and they think they know everything. They do it that way, and a lot of times it don't work out. They start gaining a new trust and respect for what you have to say, so they allow it naturally creates the submission, and in a natural way. It's not about I'm needing her chest, I'm strong and bow down kind of mess. It's just simple math, logical, universal laws. He was kind of saying, this is not his words, this is my words for that part, to say that what he was saying fit that, for what I know and what I've experienced in being an older man dating younger women. And but then he says, you know, it ain't about no, you know, a lot of y'all, he said, and everything I'm saying right now, this ain't about nobody who gonna just go to a barbershop and want to brag about how many points they done put on the board, how many they done knocked down, you know what I'm saying? Want to brag about how much, so much, you know, how much you done hit, how many you done smash, how much you done smash. That's all they think about. They just want to be able to say their number and everything like that. This ain't for them. And he had his own little phrase, beta something, something, something. Oh my gosh, man! When I tell you, he said he's a country dude. He got the southern slang. Being from the South, I recognized it immediately, and it cracked me the hell up. How he would say this little 3-part thing about they beta this, that, and the other, beta simp, something, something. I said, oh my gosh, he cracking me the hell up with this beta simp thing. But I was feeling what he was saying. And he said, now, and I'm gonna slow it down for some of y'all. He did it in slow mo, like beta simp, brother. Dude, wildin'. Oh shit. But it was new because most of the time, or I ain't gonna say most of the time, I'll say I've come across just the exact opposite. I've come across channels with dudes who only want to speak from that perspective of, you know, bragging about their number and their body count. And that's all they want to talk about is body count, body count. And he was basically saying, like, that's some lame beta stuff, which I can agree with because, and I'm saying that as a man who, you know, I've had my fair share of incredibly gorgeous women, and I plan to have more, you know, so it's not like, oh, yeah, the only reason you agree because you ain't getting that, brother. You really think that? Any woman, would you really think that? Come on, y'all. Like when I tell y'all, you know, on this channel, we give receipts. The receipts are in the content. All you got to do is watch, you know. Help us to help you to realize what you're trying to figure out, you know, if that's concerning. Because I'm always proud of my work as an actor and everything else I've done. So I've shown the pictures of me hugged up with all kind of legendary actresses and other women you may not know by name, but they're freaking stunning, okay? You know, and they're not just necessarily, some of them ain't just only have been friends. Some of them, you know, they my boo things. We done had our moments, you know. So it's a reality, but I'm saying too, when this guy was breaking it down, I like how he was saying, because I related to that, how, you ain't got to be out here trying to prove nothing to nobody. You know, if you're trying to impart some wisdom like we do on these channels when we deal with this topic of relationships, you can take it or leave it. It's just another person speaking there. Hopefully it's truth. Here, I can guarantee you, I don't even want to deal with it if it ain't truth. So all I'm gonna ever let you know is the real. I don't want to give you my whole life because it's not for everybody to understand. And I can never talk enough for you to live it no way. You'll never feel what I felt. It's my journey. It's, you know, everybody's in their own feet, their own shoes, their own reality. So I wouldn't expect anybody else to fully understand. But it really cracks me up though, when I realized something from this experience of looking at this dude's channel, right? Like I said, I was feeling what he was saying in that one video, and I was about to hit the subscribe button, and it's made me think about when I'm trying to convey how important it is for everybody to subscribe when they come over here. I understand for the logical, sensible, ethical individuals who might check out my channel, who might be taking their time reading me video by video, day by day, trying to figure out, do I want to add this person to my viewing list? Because it is a list, you know. And if you're anything like me and you watch a lot of YouTube, you might have hundreds, you may even have thousands of channels you follow. Well, I don't know if I'm at thousands. Yeah, I'll take that back. I definitely thousands worth of videos on each channel, but here at ONYXCON, we probably follow maybe 50. I gotta look back at my list and see how many people's channels I'm actually subscribed to. Because I only subscribe generally to other content creators. Occasionally, if I know somebody personally, I know, oh, that's my boy, that's my homegirl. Okay, cool, you know. But if I don't know you, I typically don't do that unless I see somebody as a legit, you know, real subscriber, the real deal. You know what I mean? Somebody I know and I know their character. Other than that, it's just all these strangers that I like their content, and I'm researching something, so I check them out. But everything gets vetted. Everything should get vetted because there's too much mess that can get in your mind and everything else if you allow it. And once you push that subscribe button, one thing about it is I'm just, you know, that's why I'm sharing this. The main thing I'm sharing here is how important it is to appreciate a valuable channel with quality content. And I want to be that to anybody who's here. I want people to recognize that in ONYXCON and what we do, and see that the variety is real. When I say we multi-niche channel, you know, we're not a one-trick pony. We don't just deal with one topic. Like I'm talking about this relationship thing now, but I could be fishing tomorrow and put that on video. You know what I'm saying? I could be on a road trip and just sharing my experience of what that is, or whatever. Travel, all of it. We deal with it. We do it all. I mean, comic books. I'm actually might go live again today to treat y'all to some stuff related to comic books in a minute here. It just all depends on when I get there and what's going on. But you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that goes into this, and it's a process. So I understand when it's a process for the viewer to say, do I really want to subscribe? Because here's what happened with old boy. Like, I was about to subscribe. I said, let me watch at least one more video by this dude. Because then my personal thing, I say about 2 to 3 videos, you know what somebody's energy is like. I'm real good at reading energy, you know. And I watched a little bit of one, and I cut that one on, and I watched a little bit of another one. By the time I got to the other one, about halfway, he was just still the same funny guy. He didn't have a bunch of different characters, so to speak. And as an actor, I can recognize when somebody has a little bit of acting skill and is just digging in themselves and pulling out characters. Because, you know, I have characters that are obvious. When I do a character, y'all gonna know it. Y'all gonna know, oh, Joseph's not just being himself right now. He's doing a character for us. You gonna know. You gonna know, you know. But the average person, just the average everyday person, they don't look at it like that most of the time. They don't understand that. So if they do it, you know, it may not be as obvious. They just really trying to, they got that one other version of themselves that they can put out there, and they roll with it. You might pick up on it, you might not. So anyway, this other video, like I say, same guy, but then he went into a topic, and the way he addressed it, I said, yep, see, this is why never mind. this is why I gotta wait and see what you're talking about before I subscribe, because I know you'll be annoyed later and be like, man, you taking up digital space, you know, in my feed for what could have been a suggestion when I cut on YouTube, seeing your nonsense instead of somebody I'd rather see. And it's sad because the guy was funny as shit. I mean, he was funny. He was saying some stuff had me laughing. And he's not dumb at all. He's very, very well spoken, obviously educated, got a good perspective on most things. But, you know, like anybody, like, and let me say this, there's some people who are just like everything I just said, and I still follow them, even though there's something I don't agree with about what they do and how they handle it. But it's energy. It's like anybody else. It's like, yo, if it's that one thing or two things is too annoying for me to see myself from time to time, every other day, because I watch a lot of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I'm on it, so I'm here for it. So I don't want to see that if I'm not really feeling it. I don't want to be reminded of what annoyed me and be like, why did I even do this? Why did I should have known I shouldn't have followed this fool, you know? So he was talking about, again, he's still talking about relationships. And this time he was showing videos and doing reactions, which are fun to do. I love to do those. Reaction videos are fun. It takes some of the work off of you. I mean, still work, but it's like, you know, you can pretty much just literally watch whatever it is, and people have a good time just seeing your reaction, because if you can relate to how they react, then it makes it funny. It's like if you saying, oh my gosh, hell no, and they face is saying, oh my gosh, hell no, yeah, it's funny. So I get why reaction videos are a big thing. It's natural. So he's doing this reaction video to this dude who is talking about he went to a basketball game and NBA game. No, was it NBA or was it I think it doesn't matter, but I'm just trying to be specific. It was a basketball game, professional basketball game. And he says that he's got a girlfriend who at the time, you know, because it sounded like they broke up, she was a baddie, like, you know, she's really off the chain, like very attractive lady, gonna get a lot of attention anywhere he take her. That's why he want to be with her. One of the reasons he stressed that. So he's like, I get it. I know that's gonna happen. I mean, you know, you got a baddie. That's gonna happen. I'm like, yep. Nobody. You can't go to the bathroom. You got speaking from experience. I remember one time I wasn't even with this person. We were just friends. But she was trying to be more than friends with me. Not to get way off on another topic, but I will tell my quick story. You know, she started off with some let's be friends. Then she put me in the friend zone. I was like, all right, understand, you put me there, I'm gonna stay there. You're gonna have to walk that. Don't be trying to switch it up later when you start liking me and decide you want to be more. Once I get you there, it's gonna take a while for me to defuse the part of my brain that wanted to be more. So if I decide to do that, you can't be flip-flopping back later messing with my dadgum libido. Nah, we don't play them games. We don't play that. We don't play them games. Nah, no, 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 no. When he in strike mode, he ready to go. You understand? So you can't be playing. You can't be talking about, oh no, I wasn't serious. I just wanted to play around. No, 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 no. We don't do them. We don't play them games. So no, she come trying to seduce me on this little date where she wanted to take me out to lunch after she had friend zoned me. But the funny part about why I'm relating to this other guy's story, I remember it was the end of the meal. I said, I'm going to wash my hands. And I didn't even think we were going to hang out for the rest of the day. But I came back and it was two dudes that was sitting on the other side of the restaurant. They got up and came over just to holler at her because she had put on all the makeup and a nice little dress and stuff. So yeah, she was looking like something. I knew it was going to do what it do. And I just laughed because I walked back over like, I assume these goofies thought it was going to be an incident or something like, you know, we don't care. We just going to holler at your girl. She ain't my girl. It's like, I walked back over like I was a waiting room for a minute checking my watch. Like, I ain't going to wait too long. I'm just going to see if she going to politely let them know I'm with him. Guys, you got to go. And that's what she did. And they looked all stupid at me, kind of like, you know, because they were some old Goonies thinking they were going to try and, you know, you know, some fools, they really think that starting some stuff is the only reason to live, and until they end up on the other side and say, damn, how'd I get here? One minute I was saying something to that dude I didn't know, and I woke up in hell. God damn, what the hell? This is hell, you know? Yeah, you know, but anyway, it didn't go there. It wasn't gonna go there. The young lady let them know, like, you know, all right, fellas, thank you for all the compliments, but I'm gonna move on. Like, you know, my friend is back, hint, hint, hint. And they took the message and got the hell on. So I give her credit for that. She did do that right. Okay, so that would be the difference in my story and what this dude was talking about. So in this other guy's story that this guy did a reaction video to, he says that the woman there at this basketball game, and she's constantly looking over at this famous guy who's a basketball player sitting near their area. He wasn't on the court. He's just there to watch the game. And said that the guy, you know, he says, oh, yo, what, you know, it ain't me, is it? But what are you looking at? And she's like, that's so-and-so. And he's like, yeah, I know. I noticed him. Well, what about it? Well, I mean, I just noticed him and he's looking back at me and I don't know. I just noticed him or something like. And he said, the dude said he's all in his head thinking, oh, snap, what the hell? Is she trying to literally, like, tell me straight up she about to just leave me for this dude or whatever? This is what the guy's kind of saying. And so the guy who does the reaction video, the guy who runs the channel, the Mr. Alpha guy, he's saying, see, right then and there, it would have been over, y'all. It would have been over. Ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no way in the hell. He going on and on about what ain't going to be and I ain't going to tolerate. I'm rolling. So all that was funny and I was feeling it. And he said, she going to say that in the video, he said, let's see what else happened. He pushed the video. The guy keep talking about, she asked if he could get her some pizza. He paused the video again and said, see, here we go again. Dude, you should have walked over to the dude and said, hey, man, I know you checking out my girl, she checking out you. Why don't you go on and take that off my hands? Because y'all must be meant for each other. Because the show ain't going to have me out here looking crazy. She ain't going to have me looking crazy, and you ain't going to have me looking crazy. This is what the dude say. The dude doing it, you know, the reaction. I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, gosh. And he said, that's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. So, of course, that didn't happen or whatever, but then he went on. So, like I said, I'm up to this point, I'm mostly in agreement with his perspective, not necessarily what he suggests to do, you know, but it was funny. It's entertainment. I get what he's saying. So then he says that, you know, the guy should have understood. You don't never, now this is him talking, okay, for people coming in and out and all that, because y'all not going to understand what the hell I'm talking about, because y'all ain't been here since the beginning of this. The guy suggests that no man should ever allow a woman to tell you to go get anything for her. I said, okay, here we go. Okay, yep. This alpha thing is more than I thought it was. He on some other stuff with it. I said, so then he says, I don't even go to the store. He says he don't even go to the store to get sanitary wipes at that time of the month for his lady if he in a relationship. I was like, this guy is, so what you're saying is either if you were married or in a relationship and that comes up for your lady, your woman, your show enough in a committed relationship, okay, all right, somebody you live in the same house with, under the same roof with, this dude is basically saying he's already compiling his divorce papers. Like, what? How does that unman you? Like, how does that emasculate you? But in so many ways, that's what he was kind of trying to say, is that that's some old punk stuff. That's some beta stuff. If you do that, I don't buy nothing. I don't get nothing for a woman for her needs. I said, okay, this is why I can't subscribe to this dude. I knew I should have waited and looked at one more video. Here it is, the reason why I did the right thing to not add this one to the list of channels I'm following, because this guy's on some other. I say if it's this bad about this topic, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. It's gonna be something else, but he really says something silly. So I said, golly. So all of that just made me. I wanted to do this live to just say, for anybody who might be on the wall. Now you can't stay on the wall forever. You shouldn't stay on the fence. Do what I just did. What I said in that situation. If you're debating, should I subscribe to ONYXCON? Do I really like what this channel is about and what he's doing and how he presents the content and all the variety of different things he's covering? Just real simple. Go to our playlist. We have elements, like I say. We got outdoors. We got ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide. We got, and under that, in addition to fishing and hiking, you're going to see travel videos. We got ONYXCON Fitness. We used to have a show, ONYXCON Fitness Sports Talk, which we might bring back. I say might only because I'm still trying to get the logistics on having another host, and preferably a sexy lady friend of mine who just loves sports and can really talk that talk. I need somebody who can get that Shannon Sharp level, say all them stats and everything. And even if she don't know all that stuff, because I don't know, I'm not that dude. I don't give it. I always say, when we did the show, I'm the casual sports fan. I don't be sitting on no couch. I will watch some highlights. I don't care really like that. I mean, you know, so I appreciate athleticism, and I have certain players, I follow their energy and what they're doing in life, and I appreciate how they move in the world and what they've contributed to humanity and the talent they showcase in the sports they do. But I'm not about to be that dude who I used to be when I was young. I'll be that diehard fan, all emotional when the team don't win, and then you say you got your rivalry, and then lo and behold, your favorite guy or whoever it is, they get traded to a team you hate, and well, damn, you're not gonna root for them, but you say you love that player. It's like, come on, man, I ain't got time for that. Ain't how I'm living. I'm just, that ain't, you know. I get it for those who are passionate. I understand, but I just say, just be realistic about it. That's all. You can be the diehard fan. Just be honest and you know, if you're going, I laugh with folks. I've seen people. I've met people. I literally know people who've tatted, like, you know, team logo or whatever on their arm and stuff. And I get that from a city standpoint, especially, like, you proud of where you're from and that's what it represents to you. It's home. I mean, that's how I am about my hats and stuff that I love. It's like when I wear the A hat, it's for Atlanta, period. I don't give a damn if the Braves ever win another game. It's for Atlanta. That's all it ever got to mean to me. Seriously, you know. You know, because I mean, and I got issues with the Braves still being the Braves and misusing that tomahawk thing and all that. I can't stand that. You know, I don't get hats and stuff with the tomahawk on it. I got friends who understand my perspective. They still my friends. If I'm seen out with them and they got a tomahawk on their jersey, that's my boy. That's my homie. Hell, my dad got a jersey, Brave jersey with the tomahawk. I ain't about to, you know, that's my father. It is what it is, you know. And he understands that's fucked up himself. He understands that's not cool, but he just likes the Braves and he from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it's some Atlanta shit. That's it. It's simple as that. You know, so I get it. I get sports fandom and stuff. But I am saying, just be logical and realistic about any of it. Just don't, any of it. So back to what I'm saying is, because I went on a big tangent there, but obviously y'all enjoyed it. 2 of y'all still in the building. Let's get some thumbs up. I want people to just look at the variety we have, look at what I'm showing you, and if you find yourself, man, this is really awesome, then hit the button, because I don't want fair weather friends. You know, in the digital space, you know, it's a different kind of friendship as a subscriber. I may never meet 1% of all the people in the world who follow this channel, and that's okay. I just want to know that the people who are following are literally impressed and loving the content for real. Because it's going to go through ups and downs, like any kind of relationship. It's going to have moments where I don't have time to post as much as I used to. Right now, we're trying to get the channel monetized. I'm diehard. I'm going until we start getting some routine checks for this nonprofit organization. I'm in it to win it. And even then, I don't see myself going lighter. The only thing I always know how my pattern is for anything that could come up, because I've been in things before where I realize, oh, okay, you know, if I get on a movie set, for example, being in the film biz, if I get an opportunity and something with that, yeah, it's gonna take up my weekdays most of the time. I may only be able to do stuff on the weekend. It ain't gonna be the everyday going live. It ain't gonna be the everyday posting a long video of any kind. It's gonna be shorter stuff. But, you know, it just naturally happens. But in times when I do have time, hey, I'm here for it. And lo and behold, we get the budget we need to start doing all the travel we want. I want to go somewhere every season, winter, spring, summer, fall. I want to take 4 international trips every year. Every year. I really do. And I want to share that experience. And when it really gets like to the 200,000 subscribers and all that, and I know this from everybody I follow who I admire, that's when it can really go. Because that's when you can, I mean, you can literally, you can just be out there. I can be everywhere in the world doing content, interviewing people. Every week to week, I could be another place, you know. I could be visiting places domestically, you know, really covering all ground for everything we do. And be able to bring on staff and have affiliates, people who can go out in the field. Like, you know, if I'm not in town and a convention is going on, have them go cover it for us. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. We got big plans, y'all, big plans. But I want folks who can appreciate that kind of vision to be subscribers. I don't want the person who's just casually here and not gonna really dig in and see what we do for real, because eventually they're gonna fall off anyway. You know, I want the folk who understand the process and respect the process and all the work and love it. So if that's you, welcome home. And like I say, hit that subscribe button like we all say, but do it with meaning, because we're gonna keep coming with the realness. Thank you so much.